I'm Sissy.
And I'm Sissy too.
We prefer not to use our real names when we do things like this.
In a few minutes you'll know why.
Did you do anything special to prepare for this big... Oh, aren't you glad that I volunteered you for this big talent show?
No, you know I'm uncomfortable speaking in front of a lot of people.
Is it... Why? Why? Is it painful?
It's painful and it's uncomfortable.
Well, how could it be painful to speak in front of large groups? You were a teacher for 35 years.
That was very painful and very uncomfortable.
Did you do anything special to prepare for the Twins Festival?
No.
Well, what about the golf tournament? I thought you were going to do some exercise programs.
Well, I went to a program and I twisted and turned and huffed and puffed and jumped up and down and gyrated, and by the time I got into my leotard, the class was over.
So then what did you do?
Well, I called up the Y and they said they had a program for me and to come on down and to wear loose-fitting clothing. And I said, duh, if I had loose-fitting clothing, what would I need you for?
Well, I really think that we need to get into shape. I'm trying to get in shape.
Round is a shape.
No. I'm really working to get into shape.
Why did you choose the shape of a middle-aged woman?
Ha. Well, I think the older that we get, the harder it is to stay in shape. But anyway, we're not going to bore you today with a long program.
We should be able to do that with a short one.
What
What are we going to talk about?
Well, I think we should talk about twinisms because we share life experiences with this group.
Well, we're not going to say those dumb twin jokes like the Cuban fireman who had twin sons and didn't know what to name them, so he called one Jose and one Jose.
No, we're not going to do twin jokes. I think we should do twin-isms, like all the cases of mistaken identity. How many times do your friends think that you're a snob because I don't say hello to them?
Like the time I came down to the McDonald's in your neighborhood and I noticed the lady staring at me, and I became increasingly more uncomfortable, and finally when I put my tray away, I went up to her, and I'm thinking that she thinks that she knows you, and I said, I couldn't help notice that you were staring at me. I bet you think you know my sister. And she said, I don't know your sister. You got mustard all over your face.
Sometimes I think you're a little bit crazy.
Well, I just read a study on mental health, and it said that 1 out of 4 people are mentally imbalanced. And you think about the foursome that you played golf with today, and if the other 3 people seemed okay, it's probably you.
Well, I think the best thing about being a twin is not knowing what your sister's going to say next.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say next.
You know you're getting old when your sister doesn't know what to say next. And you know you're getting old when you bend over to pick something up and you can't remember what you were down there for.
Yeah, you know you're getting old when your honey says, come on upstairs and let's make love, and you say, I don't think I can do both.
Well, enough about
How about when your back goes out more often than you do?
A lot of people go out more often than you do. Anyway, I think enough about aging, and I think the older you get, the more important it is to relax. And I always relax with a good glass of wine.
I like to cook with wine. Sometimes I even put some in the food.
Well, there are a lot of people that can't drink wine. Like, they have to get up all night in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. But the people in the Napa Valley have developed this new hybrid grape, and it's the same people that developed Pinot Noir and Pinot Grigio, and this hybrid grape is like an anti-diuretic.
I heard about that through the grapevine. It's called Pinot Noir.
Okay, now, getting back to relaxation. The other day on the Dr. Phil show, it said the secret to relaxation and finding inner peace is to finish everything you started.
Well, I did that before I left for Twinsburg. I finished the bottle of Merlot. I finished the cheesecake in the fridge. I finished the box of Oreos. I finished the box of saltines. I finished everything that I started.
Well, we better finish this talk that we started. We started about 5 minutes ago. Can
Oh.
you do that?
Okay, the end.